10 best cameras for photography in 2022. Choosing the best camera is hard enough for professional photographers, but when you're just starting out, the choice of types and price brackets can seem overwhelming. The best camera for photography isn't necessarily the most expensive or the most powerful. It's about choosing the right camera for what you want to do. So in this video, we're going to tell you the top 10 best cameras for photography. The video is going to be amazing, so make sure you stick to the end. But before starting the video, be sure to smash the like button and subscribe to never miss out on any of our videos. Number 10. Fujifilm X-T4. It isn't a full-frame camera, but in our review, we called the Fujifilm X-T4 the best APS-C camera we've ever tested, and its blend of features, size, and value make it a fine choice for hobbyist shooters. The X-T4 builds on the Fujifilm X-T3's impressive foundation by adding in-body image stabilization or IBIS, faster burst shooting, and some successful design tweaks. Adding to its all-rounder skills are a bigger battery, which keeps it going for 500 shots per charge, and some improved autofocus, which our tests found to be fast and reliable in most scenarios. We think the X-T4's 26MP APS-C sensor is class-leading for stills photography, but the X-T4 is also a superb video camera. The in-body image stabilization or IBIS is a big bonus here, and the X-T4 backs that up with a huge range of tools and a great shooting experience, including a fully articulating touchscreen. It might cost the same as some full-frame cameras, but the X-T4 and its fine range of X-series lenses make it a great smaller alternative for those looking for a mirrorless all-rounder. Despite the looming possibility of the Fujifilm X-H2, it remains one of the best cameras for photography. Number 9. Sony A7 IV. Following Sony's fantastic A7 III was never going to be easy, but the A7 IV is a worthy successor. Equipped with a new 33MP sensor that's solid for both stills and video, it's a compelling mirrorless option for hybrid shooters. In our review, we called it a brilliant blend of photographic power and video versatility. A price hike does mean it's no longer an entry-level full-frame camera like its forebear, but a Bionz X processor powers solid performance that broadly justifies the extra expenditure. The A7 IV also benefits from Sony's class-leading autofocus skills, plus upgrades like 10-bit video support and a seemingly endless buffer depth with a CF Express card. Our tests found this buffer to be more generous than most shooters will need, with image quality leaning more towards resolution than low-light performance. Number 8. Nikon D850. Where the Nikon D6 is built for speed, durability, and responsiveness, the D850 is built for resolution, though it can still capture images at 7 FPS or 9 FPS with the optional battery grip. Some may say the D850 is the high point of DSLR resolution and perhaps that last great DSLR release, but it does not feel like a dinosaur. Its big, chunky body feels good in the hand and great with bigger lenses, and while its live view AF may be sluggish, it's a very powerful, modern-feeling camera, a superb all-rounder that actually feels as though rugged, fresh, and exciting now as when it was launched back in 2017. Whenever I was shooting fashion or editorial, the Nikon D850 was my go-to camera due to how easy it was to navigate and change settings and how beautiful the images came out. Number 7. Nikon Z9. Nikon might have been late to the game in launching its professional top-spec mirrorless, but the Nikon Z9 was definitely worth the wait. It's an absolute beast of a camera when it comes to video, knocking the Canon EOS R3 out of the park. It's capable of 8K 60p video recording or 8K 30p with an enormous 2-hour record limit. Nikon decided to remove the mechanical shutter completely, which means the Z9 is capable of 120 FPS continuous shooting and has a max shutter speed of 1/32,000th, which makes it perfect for sport and bird photography. The Z9 is powered by Deep Learning AF, which makes the camera capable of 9 kinds of recognition: human eyes, faces, heads, and upper body, animal eyes, heads and bodies, and cars, planes, trains, and motorbikes. It has the same 493 AF points as the Nikon Z7 II, which seems impressive until you find out that the Canon EOS R3 has a whopping 4,779 AF points. Number 6. Sony A1. This could be the ultimate mirrorless camera. There's literally nothing it can't shoot. Sports? Check, thanks to its unreal 30 FPS continuous shooting. Fine detail? Check, thanks to its 50.1 MP resolution. Video? Check, thanks to its 8K recording capability, even though it's hampered by not having a fully articulating screen. The Sony A1 is far and away the most advanced and most powerful camera on the market, yet this comes at a cost, literally. It's about twice the cost of the Sony A9 II, and it's even more expensive than the 100 MP medium format Fujifilm GFX 100S. There are also caveats on the 30 FPS burst, which isn't always achievable, sometimes topping out at 15 to 20 FPS, which is still impressive but less impressive than the spec sheet. Number 5. Sony A9 Mark II. Until we got our hands on the Canon EOS 1DX Mark III, the Sony A9 II was by far the fastest full-frame sports camera we'd ever used. The fact it's still a lot smaller than the 1DX Mark III is a big selling point, plus it has a lightning-fast processor and its autofocus system is extremely impressive. It features a transfer and tagging system which enables you to capture up to 50 seconds of speech and convert it to an image caption, plus the speed of image transfer has been massively improved, which is great news for press or sports photographers who need to deliver images fast. It can shoot up to 20 FPS using the electronic shutter and 3-inch tilting touchscreen LCD. It doesn't have the handy Pro Capture feature you would find on Olympus cameras, but considering what it does have going for it, we can forgive that. Number 4. Canon EOS 5D Mark IV. Mirrorless cameras might have taken over, but that doesn't mean that there isn't still a place for the humble DSLR. In fact, the Canon EOD 5D4 is still a pretty popular choice among professional photographers, despite being released in 2016. It combines a reasonably high-resolution 30.2 MP sensor with decent continuous burst speeds and fast AF. Although it can shoot in 4K, the file sizes are massive, so you'd be better off looking at the best cameras for 4K video if that's something you're likely to use a lot. It's robust, reliable, and weather-resistant, which is a major plus for pro photographers. Number 3. Canon EOS R3. Released in September 2021, the highly anticipated Canon EOS R3 is somewhat a beast of a camera. Whether you shoot weddings, sports, portraits, or pets, be sure to never miss a moment with blackout-free 30 FPS stills and impressive 6K raw video. Despite not being released as a mirror lens alternative to the Canon EOS 1DX Mark III, it has such up-to-date technology, it outshines the 1DX3 in more ways than one. It has a peerless AF system that enables you to select focus points moving your eyeball, which means you never have to look away from the action. Combined with Canon's new Deep Learning AF, it's able to detect not just human and animal eye AF, it can track vehicles too. Number 2. Canon EOS R5. As a stills camera, the Canon EOS R5 is simply Canon's finest product ever. It's the perfect amalgamation of the EOS R form, the EOS 5D's function, and the professional-grade autofocus of the EOS 1DX. If you're a stills or hybrid shooter who flits between photography and videography, it's one of the best cameras you'll ever have the pleasure of using. It has attracted some attention for the wrong reasons, notably overheating or the threat of it when recording 8K video, but this shouldn't detract from the camera's extraordinary capabilities. It's not perfect at everything, but given its resolution, its frame rate, and its video capabilities combined, this is genuinely a landmark camera. What's more, and this might sound a little strange, it's taken the arrival of the much more expensive Sony A1 to realize just how good the Canon EOS R5 actually is. Number 1. Nikon D3500. The Nikon D3500 is a long-standing favorite of ours. It's by no means the most advanced DSLR you can get, but its simplicity, its controls, and the quality of the images it can create make it our top recommendation for anyone just starting out. There's a lot the D3500 doesn't do. It has a fixed rear screen that's not touch sensitive. It doesn't have hybrid on-sensor autofocus, and it doesn't shoot 4K video. But its 24 megapixel sensor delivers super sharp, super high quality images. Nikon's latest AFP retracting kit lens is a miniature marvel and focuses very fast in live view even without on-sensor phase detection autofocus. The D3500 handles well, it's easy to use, it's more powerful than it looks, and it's the perfect introduction to interchangeable lens photography. Let us know your opinion in the comments section below. This was all for today. Hope you liked the video. Do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Stay safe, and we will be back soon with another video.